Hi everybody, my name is Karen Reina. Today we're going to be analyzing KSI's newest song, Thick of It, featuring Trippie Redd, as well as talking about the sociological concepts. So let's just get into it. And I know a lot of you guys are wondering, this is not the usual content you put up, and actually this is too cringy to talk about. I just wanted to shed some light to some things that you might have missed from this music video, on top of, the very annoyingly chorus that it has in it. There's also a lot of depth to it with social and psychological meanings to it. So let's just start there. I have the chart here with the 10 things that I put into my essay about it, but we're only going to talk about the 4 things, okay? Because I don't want to bore you too much. Starting off with the easiest one, the signifier and signified. Obviously KSI mentions a lot of things with religion, such as my faith in God, or actually, let me just play the clip.
My faith in God, mine and the sun.
Right. And a lot of things, as they say, seeing a cross around his neck and putting his hands together is a form of prayer, faith, and a sign of religion. They casted me out, which is rejection from society. There's even another clip where he casts out another person and takes over their spot, which getting them out of society really gives you a significance of how everything goes on with the wealth and stuff, now that he talks about having 1 million subs and being more wealthy over his career in social media. Which this also goes hand in hand with conflict theory, which states that tension and conflicts arise when resources, status, and power are unevenly distributed between groups in society, and that these conflicts become the engine for social change. In this case, KSI, if you know him, considering a little bit more of his backstory that he does mention in here.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the key.
He did start off as just a streamer. He didn't have anything going on with his life. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know who he was until he made this song and it became really popular. But in this case, he has become an outsider from content creating and from his past one-hit wonders that he's made. And now he is out of societal forms, which will be too popular to be poor, but not as wealthy to be up there with the higher class end, if that makes sense. Which this kind of goes hand in hand with intertextuality, which references the interdependence of text and relations to one another, as well as culture at large. Where in this case, KSI comes from many cultures. He comes from a streaming culture, a boxing culture, the Black community, and now content and music creator. He does mention a lot of his uprising with the visuals and the lyrical sense of it, which in visually he shows the Prime, which he has collabed with, and all of his other things that he's made along the way. He mentions them all in there as a form of showing off success. He is very a self-aware person, if you couldn't tell, which also goes hand in hand with his ego. This moves us on into the ego. The definition of it is the balance of ID and super ego, basically saying it gives you a decision making based on what you enjoy more mentally, if you want to get onto that. And in this case, the video really failed. He made bad decisions on making this video, in this case really going more onto his ego, really wanting to show off his achievements and wanting to show off everything else, but not really taking into consideration his audience that he has, which it backfired and got a lot of hate, if you could tell here. And that concludes the chart version of everything. As I mentioned before, KSI does have other songs I didn't really know about, but this song really failed. It had repetitive, egoistic chorus, really boring. It was really self-centered and not relatable. It was meant to be inspiring, but he wanted to be poetic in a pop song. That doesn't really go together. But let's move into the pros, okay? As a media analysis and criticism student here, I did acknowledge a lot of the things that he made along the way making this song, which one of them was talking about his uprisings and how it could see other producers acknowledge what he's done, and in this way could be like a mini portfolio, I guess. And although I do acknowledge that not all attention is good attention, he did use all of this hate as a way to get more up there in the social media community.
What's so funny, man? What the hell? From the get-go, brother is laughing.
Which he's not really as popular as you would think. If anything, he's more of a streamer, but not much of a popular one. As far as social identity, we're gonna go in with that actually. The various groups that one belongs, I mean, at least he's really self-aware that he doesn't fit into all of the social identities that he would like to fit in. He doesn't fit into a lot of economical ones, but he does fit into a lot of social ones in some ways. All in all, I feel like this music video could have really made hits like his other one-hit wonders that he's made, but he just really lacked the knowledge of social media presence and his audience. And I feel if he toned it down with his ego, it would have been a little bit better. Maybe fix a little bit of the social and psychological things that he has going on. But yeah, social media would always keep changing. Thanks to this class, I have acknowledged that everything does change and it changes for the better. Let's just keep following it. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Bye.